Hi everybody, welcome to Nazo's Circus. How are you guys doing? I am doing well. I hope everybody's staying safe. And I am excited today. I know I say I'm excited every time, but I am really excited today because I have my girl. I'll let her introduce. Just say hello. So a quick hello to everybody, girl.
Hey everybody, it's Otto. I'm here today on my mum's podcast. I'm super excited for round 2, mummy.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes, let's go.
Let's get into it.
Let's go. So guys, yes, that's this. You just had my child, my beautiful, intelligent, articulate. Hey, mama, all these things for you. Articulate, enterprising. You guys, let me even stop because she's gonna start having a go at me. So guys, yesterday was International Day of the Girl Child, and of course, who better to talk to and banter with than my 22-year-old. Are you 22 yet?
I will be in 2 weeks.
Okay,
I'm 21 right now.
Well, I'll tell you, you're 22.
Well, I'm 21, but I will be in 2 weeks.
My nearly 22-year-old child. And yeah, so I'm just talking to her. We're bantering, just talking about, motherhood, being females in these times, and just life in general. So what I did was, guys, I call her Mama, so I'm not going to be saying Oto because I don't really call her Oto. I call her Mama. Mama, so what I did was, as the funky mom that I am, I'm funky, right?
Very. The funkiest.
As the funky mom that I am, I decided to go on chat GPT. Guys, I'm trying to be more tech savvy, or
Mom,
whatever.
since you've learned about this chat GPT, you won't let it go. Oh my gosh.
Listen, I like chat. Chat is my friend. So I decided, I thought, you know what? Rather than me trying to, because I don't script my podcast. I was like, let me just go to chat, talk about ourselves, and just ask chat to generate questions. Yeah. So that's how we're going to do it today.
Okay.
Chat has very nicely split it in different sections, and it's going to be like a question and answer episode.
Okay.
If you don't want to answer, because I don't want to put you on the spot. If you don't want to answer or you need more time, just tell me. And if I remember, we can come back to it, or just say skip if you're not interested.
Okay,
right?
Cool.
So I'm going to ask you questions. So we're celebrating, girl power.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
Girl power. So my first question for you is, do you remember the first time you realized your mom, moi, was actually cool?
The first time I realized
That I was cool.
that you were cool.
Was there a time? Actually, because, chat comes up with weird questions. Was there like a specific time, or when did it dawn on you that, this my mom is actually, or do you even think I'm cool? Maybe that's even the starting point.
Now I think you're cool. Back then, I don't know if I could say the same thing.
Are you serious?
But now you're cool. I think maybe when we started listening to similar music, maybe I could say.
Okay.
I think there were times where you tried to be cool, saying funky words. I was just looking at you like, can you please just stop that? But
okay,
actually cool. Yeah, maybe when we listen to similar music, you'd be in the car jamming.
Yeah.
Maybe like that kind of J Hus time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you started.
Do you remember for that concert?
Yeah. I think maybe then.
Okay.
I was like, okay, she's not too bad.
Not bad. So that would be like your teenage years. I mean, J Hus was a few years ago.
I think maybe later, maybe 15, that kind of
15,
yes,
16.
yeah.
We started doing J House. I like
those things. Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so and you still think I'm cool, right?
You're not bad,
guys. Let me tell you. Oh, she's gonna kill me, guys.
Mommy, what you gonna
I
say?
always learn. I'm trying to be up to date with trend, right? So whenever Oto is talking to her, Mama is talking to her friends. If I manage to hear something,
oh my gosh,
I'll ask her. So the one I heard yesterday was brush. She was talking to her friend and they said brush.
Guys, can you imagine? I was on the phone with my friend. I even went to the kitchen.
Yes.
And I thought, okay, she's watching TV. She can't hear. was on the phone talking to my friend Justin. Next day, my mom comes in the kitchen. She's like, Otta, I heard you say this new word. And I just have to ask you, what does it mean? I was like, can you imagine? Anyway, the word was brush. And essentially it means like, just forget it, like brush.
Allow it.
Just
allow Allow it is another one. So brush means allow it.
yeah,
Right?
I guess if you want to link them together. That's the lawyer in you trying to group together English. But yeah,
Okay.
my mom always tries to find these new phrases. And when she says it, she doesn't even say it in the correct, she'll just...
At least I'm trying, guys.
You're trying.
Listen,
Yeah,
I am
you're
trying.
trying.
When you have young children, you have to try. You can't be talking in your
God.
ancient Nigerian way. Okay, so that's when you first realize that I'm going to skip some of these questions. There's so many questions.
Okay.
The next one is, it says, who's more dramatic, you or me?
You.
Me, I'm definitely dramatic
Yeah.
because you're laid back.
I'm very laid
you're
back.
chill. Me, I'm
Yeah.
drama queen. Okay, that one I agree with you on that one.
Yes.
What's the one habit you got from me that you pretend you didn't? Is there even one? I think is there a habit that you have from me that you pretend that you don't have?
Crying.
Crying.
Yeah. Yes, when we're watching TV shows, I used to pretend that I didn't cry. I look to the side and try and avoid it, but you'll just be crying.
Okay,
But, yeah.
so that's the one. Yeah, I do, guys. I do cry very often. Hey, Otto, you've now told people about my secret. People think I'm hard. Now you're saying to tell them that I'm crying. Okay, so that's the one. So you didn't want to accept that you had that habit. Girl. Own it. It's good to be emotional. Okay, the next one is, if someone gave you £1,000 to describe me in 3 words, what would that be? What would the words be? 3 words. Even if they didn't give you money, you would
Yeah,
still
why don't you
describe- I don't know why. You know,
Anyway,
ChatGPT
I'll
likes
take the £1,000 if they're giving me the £1,000. But caring,
Yes.
hardworking / independent. I want to group them together because I think they link. There's so many. I don't know.
One more.
Oh, funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, make you laugh.
Yeah,
right?
you do make me laugh. I'll give it to you.
Okay, I'm going to flip it. I'm not even going to say if anybody gave me £1,000 because I'll describe you to anybody on the street.
Yeah.
So 3 words that I would say that describe you. I would say independent.
Yeah.
Very independent. I will say very mature. See how I'm putting very
Okay,
next to it
yeah.
because you are very independent, very mature, and I would also say caring because you really
Aw.
care about people. Even when I'm trying to be mean, you tell me, Mom, you don't have to be mean. When people get on my nerves and I'm trying to give them, check them. You always tell me, Mom, you don't have to be mean. Okay, so the last one in this segment is, what's one childhood moment that still makes us laugh? We have so many moments,
Too many. That makes us laugh.
Let's see. What childhood moment? I don't know whether we have... Well, for me, I don't know if we have things that make us laugh. I just think we have so many good memories.
Yeah, I agree. I couldn't think of one specific thing because we're always laughing.
Yeah, we're always
So
it's a bit difficult.
Yeah.
But I think for me, I would say when we do when we do concerts or those sorts of things that we do together.
Yeah.
Or just even when we go and eat and maybe the food is too small. Do you know one thing I even remember? You know when we went to Dubai, we went to that restaurant, one expensive restaurant that you took me to. That we sat outside. Asia. Guys.
Yes.
So when they brought the food was tiny.
The food was small, but it was nice though. It was, but I think because we think the same, we'll just look at each other and we'll laugh.
Like,
yeah.
What is this? So yeah, we have a lot of fun memories. Okay. So that's that segment. So that one was initial. This one, chat called that one light and playful icebreakers.
Okay.
This one likes to act like we're doing something
deep. Well,
deep.
we are.
Okay, so the next one is growing up. What do you remember most about growing up with me as your mom? What do you remember most?
Funny actually. I was talking about this to my client the other day. She was asking me whether you were not even strict, she was asking me whether you were very education based because she was saying that her parents, one thing about her parents is that those books, you need to get in those books.
Yeah.
And she was saying, were you very focused on education. And I was like, my mom wasn't like the parents that are very strict, like you need to be always focused on your books. But one thing she was is that she made sure if you're going to be out enjoying your life, you need to make sure that you're still getting good grades. She always reminds me, always, have you done your homework? Have you done this? But she wasn't too overbearing.
Breathing down.
Yeah,
your
you
neck.
weren't too overbearing, but you made sure that, okay, have your fun, but when you come back home,
Do
that homework, it needs to be done.
Yeah, and
I think that's what I would remember. Yeah.
I think even to hop on that one, you have always been someone who has been able to juggle both.
I agree.
And you don't like being micromanaged
At all.
So even when you were at uni, guys. So Mama went to university in Birmingham, and her second year, she was like, "Oh, I need to go from home. I don't like uni life." And I remember saying to you, as long as you get your work done,
Yeah.
I don't want to hear in the morning.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm too tired. As long as you're gonna get your work, going to school from home is not gonna affect your grades. I don't mind. So okay.
Yeah.
Right. So the next one is, how did it feel growing up Nigeria? Why isn't how did it? How does it feel? Let me flip it. How does it feel growing up Nigerian in the UK? And how do you see that reflected in me? I think let me change this up. You know, all these questions. So I think I would want to just say, how do you feel being raised by a mother, Nigerian mother who was born and raised back home? Because obviously I'm very different from.
Yeah.
So how do you feel, because you were born and raised here? What are the things that I do?
What are the things that you do?
What do you
I don't
like
really
or not
think
like?
how you're not like a typical, like compared to some of my friends' parents, you're not really like a typical Nigerian mum. So I wouldn't say there's anything that's really like
Standing out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah, so it says how does it feel? Let me repeat my question. How do you feel being raised by a mom that was born and raised in Nigeria? I don't know. I feel that when you're born and raised in Nigeria, your mindset is different. To an extent, but I think maybe why you may be struggling with this, and I may be wrong, is because I always tried to adapt both.
Yeah.
Like, okay, yes, I'm Nigerian. I'm
I
strict.
think
Maybe
so
my
too.
tone sometimes is whatever. Sometimes I could be overbearing, but I also.
I think maybe you're just very protective.
Yeah.
In comparison to my friends that aren't Nigerian or people whose parents were brought up here, especially during teenage years, maybe you were a bit more overbearing.
Yeah.
I think that's probably when I noticed it more. As I've grown up, I don't really see specific traits. I'd say, oh my gosh, okay, that's because you were born in Nigeria. Yeah. But I think maybe just the protectiveness. I think the parents that are brought up here are a bit more relaxed, more chill.
You mean like we're going out?
Yeah, but
things
going
like that?
out, going out, that's really only it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Was I a soft life mom or tough love mom?
Definitely not tough love. Soft life. I mean, you do like soft life.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, you were a chill mom. Thinking back now, yeah, you were definitely weren't tough love. No.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know why this chat wants to be asking questions like I'm not here. Chat, I'm here. I don't know why you're asking was I.
She's here for many more years.
Please. No, amen, no, that's not my posture.
Amen.
What's the one? I'll put things in present tense because these questions are in past tense. I don't like it. What's one thing that I say all the time that you still hear in your head?
Oh, that's a good question. What's
Is
one
there
thing
one
you
thing
say all the
I
time?
say all the time.
Okay, the one thing that comes to my head first is say I'm doing something, say I'm traveling with my friends or I'm going out or the Uber's not dropping me outside the house to be like, I can't shout. Yeah.
That's what I want.
As in, please be careful because I only have one child, so I can't shout. That's the first thing. Yeah.
It's funny because that's what I wanted to.
Is
That's what I
it?
was thinking in my head. Because I always tell you, Uto, I can't shout.
Yeah.
Please, just Whatever you're
That's
doing,
sweet.
I cannot shout. I do not have another child, please. And I can't even be trying to have another one. Okay. The last question, I'm going to leave it because it's silly.
Okay.
So the next one is womanhood.
Oh,
Weirdest
okay.
thing likes to be grouping. It says womanhood, but I don't think womanhood is even what we're trying to say.
Okay.
So I think it's just trying to talk about how you know what you've the essence of this episode, which is the girl child, was just asking. So the first question is, what inspired you to start your own hair studio? So guys, before you say that, before you even answer, guys, so one has always liked to do hair, and I remember when you first started, I used to say to you, "Are these your friends paying you? So you can't just be doing people's hair." Do you remember?
Yes, you
they
always
to get on my nerves. Like,
always say,
I'm like, why are you doing these people's hair for free? Are they paying you? And then but it's the one thing that you love, and it gives you joy, and you can spend all your hours doing it. So I guess that maybe even answers this question. But it says, what inspired you to start your hair studio?
Yeah, following off from what you said, I've always liked to do hair since I was younger. And again, like you said, it's the one thing that I've managed to keep up all this time. One thing about me, if I don't like something, I'm going to stop doing it.
Yeah.
So...
we know that. Your attention
okay,
span.
you don't need to double down. But yeah, I really enjoy doing hair. Yeah, I think that's probably why I started doing it. And people would tell me like, "Oh, Tor, you're gonna start a business," and I'd just be like, "No, it's not really my thing. I don't really want to do it business-wise." And then it wasn't until uni, and I was just so bored. I think it was my first year. I was bored. I was like, there's not really much to do other than like work. So I was like, okay, what else can I do in my free time? And I was like, okay, cool, let me take this thing seriously. And yeah, from there, that's when I started properly building it. And yeah,
no,
it's been up since there. Yeah.
So Mama used to do her clients used to come to the house, and I remember that used to bother you because you like your own space.
Yeah.
And now you rent out your own studio, and you absolutely love it.
Yes.
Because you go do your thing and come back. So let's even talk about, not even following chats with this one. So with the hair thing, so now you do hair. Let's talk about what type of hair you do. So because people always ask me, does she do wigs? Do you do wigs?
I used to do wigs, so I still have expertise in wigs if you really push me, but I no longer do wigs. I'm more specialised in tape-ins, which is like an extension method, but it's more popular in the American. People are still kind of learning about it as time goes on in the UK. But it's more like an extension method. I do tape-ins and I do sew-ins or weaves, whatever you want to call it, which is again another extension method, but you sew in the weave as opposed to tape-ins where you stick it on. So that's what I'm more specialised in. I do wigs here and there for my friends, but it's not really what I do on a day-to-day basis.
So with tape-ins, because I've watched you do the tape-ins, so it's like tapes. So you're not sewing anything in.
No, it's not sewing. It's like, think of like sellotape, for example. It's just like sellotape, but obviously a safe method for your natural hair. And you stick it onto the hair and you use an applicator to press it down together and it just sticks on. It lasts a good 2 months. Then you take it out. You can reuse them. And then with sew-ins, you just sew it in. That lasts a good around 2 months as well. And yeah, pretty much. It's quite simple.
Okay, tape-ins and sewing.
Tape-ins and sew-ins, yes.
So the people that keep asking me, does it do wigs? Not really, but okay, yeah.
And I sell hair as well.
Yes, let's talk about let's talk about the hair sales, because that's another big thing that it's now growing and growing. And I know you recently made a good chunk from selling hair.
Yes, so we did.
What got you into selling hair?
I think following on from being passionate about doing hair, I'm also passionate about hair quality. And I think once I started doing hair, I realized that people would want you to recreate a style with hair that's looking like straw. And it's like, sister, it's impossible. Like I can't do this. So I think it started bothering me because I stopped getting the results that I wanted, and it affects me because I now can't post content which helps me get clients. I now can't post content with this rubbish hair because it looks awful.
And you've done your best.
And I've done my, yeah, exactly. And it was also frustrating for the client because it's like, you don't get the look you want. I don't get the look that I want. So I think it got a bit frustrating. So I was like, okay, do you know what? Let me actually research into this thing and try and find a hair vendor, which is essentially finding someone that sells good hair from like Asia or Vietnam. I think also because I'm quite inspired by, I watch a lot of YouTube. I'm quite, not inspired, but I watch a lot of like American vlogs and stuff, and they're very much into the same thing in terms of hair, good styles. And a lot of girls that I do watch on there, they're very much into selling hair as well. And and I've just seen how well it's worked for them. And I'm like, okay, in the UK, it's not really as popular. Let me see if I can recreate this, but my own twist to it. So yeah, I think that's what really got me into it. And yeah, as of recently, it's done well. I changed strategy. So I was selling, not to get too much into it, but
get into it, because I'm actually enjoying it.
Okay, so I was selling, I started off just selling the basic black hair. You can use it to make wigs, use it for weave on, you can use it for anything. But I realized that everybody else had also seen how popular selling hair was becoming, and everybody else had also started selling hair as well. And everybody was also selling the same hair that I was now selling. So the same basic black thing. So it was like trying to make sales was getting a bit harder because everybody's selling the same thing. So I'll get the sale here and there, but then I realized that getting a sale here and there, you're not really making as much profit as opposed to if you were selling it constantly, if that makes sense. Yeah. So I was like, okay. So I looked into it. I spoke to some girl in America who sells hair. She's done a really good job selling hair. I think she made quite a bit in her first year. Managed to get in contact with her, and she was like, the first thing you need to do is niche down. You can't be selling everything that everybody sells, because you're not going to make, the only way you're going to make sales is if you're selling it at a low price point, because people want the cheapest, whatever, but then you're not going to be making profit. So she was like, the first thing you should do is niche down, try to find a market that specifically speaks to you, and also know that you can't sell to everybody. Find your target audience who you want to, and stick with that. You don't need to sell to everybody. Sell to who you want. Yeah, you're not the market. The market person. Like, find who you want. Exactly.
So that's what you did.
That's what I did, and it took me a year to do that. But ever since, I probably made, so my first launch or drop, whatever you want to call it, I started selling coloured hair extensions. So like specific colours, but specifically coloured hair extensions. And my first launch or drop, whatever you want to call it, was in September. And I've done better in terms of sales. I think I've done better in that short space of time. That was just a few days. That drop, or I think it's 3 days.
As in like last month.
As in last month, a few days ago.
So
I've done better in terms of sales in those 3 days than I think I've done in the past 1 year selling. Yeah, everything pretty much sold out in the first like 48 hours, like 2 hours, literally.
So I remember you sent
yeah, and I was like, what is going on? Like, I didn't even think, and because the price point that I had put it at, I was like, am I sure people are really gonna buy this? Like, I wasn't sure, but I remember the girl from America told me, you just price out whatever you want to price it at and just stick with that. Don't be thinking, oh, who can afford this? Who can't afford this? Put it there. The ones that want to, And I was like, I was like, wow. And yeah, that's literally the route that we're going with. And honestly, it's been great. And funnily enough, most of my customers are pretty much from America or from Germany. They're not from...
not from the...
Not from the UK
people are not
at
ready.
all. They're not ready. Their pockets aren't ready. And in this economy, I don't blame them. But yeah. So
wow. So with the hair thing, because I know that's being Nigerian. Let's bring it back to Nigerian. Everybody, when the children finish from university, the next question is, what are they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing? Yeah. That's one thing and that's when we're talking about me trying to parent differently. From maybe how I was parented. I just let you do your own thing. The only thing that I want is for you to do something that, number one, is legal, number two, you enjoy, number three, will give you the financial freedom that you need. So, and that's why I'm not pushing you to get into a 9 to 5 if that's not your thing. So do you think that hair is your thing? do you think that would you want to combine it with a 9 to 5, or would you want to focus on growing your hair empire? Use the word empire.
I feel like I still think about it as I go on. There's some days where I'm like, am I sure I want to do this forever for the rest of my life? But then other days I'm like, so with hair, I wake up normally around 8:30. Some days I'm like, I can't really imagine waking up. I know this might sound, I don't know what the word is, but it might not sound amazing. But I can't imagine waking up early for a 9 to 5 that I literally...
Early mama.
Yeah, I can't stand. And I think I've spoken to, not a lot, but my uni lecturers, my driving instructor, they've also said the same thing, that make sure you're doing something you actually really want to do. With 9 to 5s, you're essentially, unless you're building yourself up to a higher level, you're always going to be working for somebody else. You're always going to be kind of not able to have the freedom that you'd like to have. So I feel like I would like to have experience in the corporate world. I would. And combine it. Maybe, and combine it with doing hair, I think. However, I don't think I'd always want to do my own thing, definitely. Yeah. As I get older,
so
I definitely...
9 to 5 would always...
Yeah, the 9 to 5 would always be a limited... Yeah.
To what you're
and it'd always be a limited time frame. I wouldn't do it forever. And I think as well, I was having this conversation as well, I feel like because I started doing hair so young and I've been able to have the freedom of working for myself, now going back to, because I've also worked a lot of jobs.
Yeah.
Oto
has gone through the...
I've gone through
the ringer with all the...
Do you know what I mean?
The jobs.
I'm telling you. So I feel like as well, because I've had those jobs and I've also had hair, working for myself has given me the freedom to do what I want pretty much when I want. So I just feel like going back to now not having as much freedom, I don't know how it would play out. I don't know if I'd be able to adjust as well as I think I would. However, I say that I would still like to have a corporate job just to have the experience. I mean, just to see what it's like.
That's fair enough. You just have to play by ear. And I guess if you get a corporate job that you enjoy, then maybe the 9 to 5 won't be as daunting as it sounds. Okay, cool.
So I think never say never to either.
Yeah, true. True. Okay, so since we're discussing the girl child, it says, what does being a girl child mean to you now that you're a young woman? Let's skip that question.
Okay.
I think we've dealt with it. Yes. How do you define independence? And what did you learn about it from watching me? If you learned anything, I'll add that.
Okay, so that's like 2 questions.
Yeah. So how do you define independence?
How do I define independence? Other than the meaning of the word itself, so being able to do your own thing. I define independence as having your own, in terms of financially. Not even just financially, to be fair, but having your own, being able to do your own thing without having to rely on anybody, whether that be financially, whether that be, I need to go out, I'm going by myself, I'm not calling so and so, can you please come with me? Yeah.
Which is one thing you learned.
Yeah, I think from you. Defining independence, having your own, building your own, not even just business, but just having your own things to your name that's just yourself, and nobody can say, I did this for you, I helped you. I mean, people can say they helped, but nobody should be able to say, I built this for you, like for you. You can't. This is this. I think that's how I would define it.
Okay.
And
so the second bit is, what did you learn about it? So about independence from watching me.
I think I've always learned about independence from watching you. I feel like, obviously, because you're a single mum, that's obviously you've been independent. So obviously, I've seen you raise me by yourself. So that's number one. I think you've never really, as much as I've known anyway, you don't really ask for help unless you really need to, which I don't know if is a good trait or not a good trait, but you don't. You don't ask for help. That's, I guess, independent. And then also as well from building Astria, so your company by yourself, independence. You built everything yourself. Nobody can say,
I made you.
Yeah, even
that's the worst thing.
there may be times where you wanted help, but You didn't have any help and you still did your own thing by yourself. You're now here, how many years in, still going strong. Yeah, that's very much independent.
I think,
Yeah.
And I like that. I just hate the thought of somebody saying it's me that did
That
this
did,
for you.
yeah.
Especially, I mean, people can help you, but you know, like the fundamental things. It's just like you set up your when you started renting. I remember the first month when they took out your rent. You never paid your guys. Let me tell you this story. So Mama has been doing hair from home,
my gosh.
using my electricity, using my everything. Yeah, they even tell me, "Oh, don't cook. I can't even cook when the hair people are coming because we don't want the house. We want everybody to say, oh, we came to the house. It was smelling of plantain or something." Right?
I'm telling you.
So she then started saying, "Oh, I want to look for my own place so I can rent." I was like, "Oh, fine." We dragged it out because we wanted to make sure that her client base was, had built up to what we needed it to be. So she now found someone.
Hey, oh God.
I did not see. My child does not like me to micromanage her, so I let her do her own thing. Put my few pence in here and there. She found somewhere a nice place. This child paid the deposit and everything. I don't think she thought about the monthly rent.
The funny thing is, let me even tell you something. So I moved in on, I think, the 16th of the month, right?
Yeah.
So I just happened to think, okay, that 16th until, because the billing is on the 1st of every new month.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking that 16th until the 1st of the new month, they'll just let me off scot-free. Yeah. I was like, they'll just let me off.
Really? Because you're who?
That 1st of the month, I then had, so the actual bill for the rent studio plus that 2 weeks. I said,
the chunk.
The chunk.
Yeah.
When I checked my account that 1st of the month, I said, what has gone on here?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is not the fun part of moving into your own place. I was like, this is what adulthood is like, because if so, I don't want any parts of it.
That thing,
it's not fun.
I laughed because you called me. I said, Mom, something has left.
Yeah.
I said, girl, it's your rent.
I was
it's
like,
your rent.
is this what you guys have been going through all this time?
Actually,
oh God,
I think that was a good experience.
It was an eye-opener.
Okay, so the last one on this segment, if you could tell your younger self, you're still young, so I don't know, but if you could tell your younger self one thing about growing into womanhood, what would it be?
Oh, that's a good question.
That's a good question, because that's a good question. If you could tell, now you're going to be 22, if you could tell your younger self one thing about getting to this age, what would you say?
I would say, I think it's still something I'm working on, but be confident. I feel like confidence is really, it gets you places where people that aren't as confident won't be. I feel like when you're confident, people can tell. When you're confident, and that's in just skill, in your personality, like in anything. Confidence, I think, in who you are.
Everything will be all right.
Be confident. I feel like, when you're not confident, people can kind of tell, people can take advantage of it. People can also, I don't want to use the word walk all over you, but they can kind of, take advantage. So I feel like, be confident.
Be confident and speak up for yourself. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, I've just thought about something we were talking about yesterday, about your generation and how, it actually falls in well with what we're talking about, how a lot of the girls from young women, they're not girls, well, young women from your generation, you guys are doing well financially, career-wise. Everybody's whether you went to school or not, it's not even relevant. People are making their money. You guys are making your money, even at your very young ages, younger than we older people did during our time. And one thing we were talking about was how a lot of people that are now saying, yes, we had this conversation yesterday, are now saying that they don't even want children. Because, and we were trying to talk about why.
Because I was even thinking about it.
Yeah.
Even on one of these Netflix programs, I'm not sure if it was Love is Blind or one of them, but there was one time a woman was saying to you she doesn't want to have any kids. I'm not sure if you remember. And it's actually, even on TV, you see it too. A lot of people are saying the same thing, that they're just comfortable not
having children.
Not having any.
Because we were talking, and one of the things we think we agreed on, or what I think I first of all said it, I think a lot of people, girls your age, are very self-absorbed. And I think a lot of you
Yeah.
I think a lot of you are very selfish. You
Mm.
can't think of, because having a child is no joke. You can't think of caring for somebody else other than yourself. You're so into yourself and trying to make. Do you agree that sometimes being career focused can really make you
Yeah.
become self absorbed?
Yeah, I think so. I think a lot of people, yeah, similar to what you're saying, a lot of people are focused on, for lack of better words, get into the bag.
Yeah.
So I think people are focused on that. And because of that, a child is the least of their worries. I think also because you see a lot on social media, the whole baby mum, baby dad thing. No one really wants to be, and all the trouble that it comes with. If you can avoid it, people don't really want to be in that either. And I think social media has also emphasized a lot of people don't stay with the person that they have a child with. Maybe not in the real world, but from what you see on social media anyway, I guess celebrities and stuff, they don't really stay with who they've had their child with. So a lot of people that I've spoken to anyway, they're like, what's even the point having a child with someone and then
They're not going to be around.
you're not going to be around. You're raising them by yourself. You're not even with them.
So
What is the point? And I've heard apparently having a child is expensive these days. Like somebody was telling me their nursery bills, and I was like, to have a child to send them to nursery is this much? Like,
yeah, it's a lot of money.
Yeah, nobody wants to read like. I guess it links back to the self-absorbed thing.
Yeah.
If you can save that money and take yourself on holiday or take yourself shopping, who
Listen,
wants to be spending that money?
But it's still I mean, I guess everybody has their choice to make, but I think a lot of it still circles back down to being being selfish.
Yeah.
Because if you can buy a designer bag for 500 or 600,
True.
what am I saying 600?
What designer bag is 600?
It shows my
Is that
my
Michael
age.
Kors or what? Sorry.
It shows my age. If you can buy a designer bag for like $2,000,
Yeah, that's more like it. Yeah.
Guys, can you see how they're insulting me here? Because I'm still talking about designer.
God.
I'm still talking about 300, 400. You're talking about, if you can do that, then
it's true.
you know what I mean.
It's true.
So for me, it's very concerning because I'm
I
hearing
think
it
it
more
is
and
too.
more.
Yeah.
And the reasons for not wanting the children, I don't know.
It's not anything that's actually.
Yeah, to me, tangible.
Yeah, I get you.
Because they keep saying, "Oh, it's expensive," but people that aren't working, that are on benefits, have children. And they raise their children well.
Yeah, it's
so
true.
what are you talking about? Anyway, I'm digressing. Okay, so we're getting into the last segment of this. I've skipped a lot of the questions I've talked about our own questions because this chat, guys, all of you people that are telling me go and use chat. This chat sometimes, I don't know.
Mom, you're still going to use chat.
I love chat.
I know you love chats. Since you found out about chats.
I know, but I try not to use chat for things that are silly because I don't want my brain now to not work.
Chat is really good. We're going off topic. Chat is really good, but I was actually listening to this TikTok the other day and it's actually so true. Somebody was like, we need to stop using chat from now because the implications of us continuing to use it is going to be really bad. They were saying, for example, imagine in the future, because chat can make pretty much anything.
Anything, yeah.
People are making like child pornography. I don't know if I can say that.
Are you serious? From chat?
From chat. They can also, people are saying in the future, they're probably going to be able to make fake evidence. So imagine getting charged for a crime that you literally haven't committed, which is probably very probable with chat.
Yeah, of course, with AI.
And it was just like saying a lot of bad things that chat is basically can be responsible for. Which is actually true. Chat is, people aren't using it for its intended uses anymore. So it's for
I still don't even have the main. I still have the free.
Me too. The free,
I'm not even looking to it. But I was just thinking today, you know what? Since we want to do a question and answer session, let me see what chat is going to generate for us, and it's been a bit helpful. Okay, so we're entering this closing thing. Seeing as we're celebrating the girl child, there's a question you even asked me. Before we even get into this segment, I think why, for me, it's important to continue to celebrate the girl child is because, obviously, being Nigerian, where the boy child is like, I don't even know, gold from heaven. I am more passionate than most, to I must celebrate the girl child because I feel like I think people are catching on to it now. That
Did you ever really have a preference in terms of what you would have wanted? You know, some people are like, oh, I want to have a boy, I want to have a girl. Did you ever really care to have either? Were you ever in that kind of, oh, I want to have a boy child phase?
I never wanted to have a boy child.
Ah, really?
No, just because I wanted to have somebody that I could see how much fun we have.
Yeah.
If I had a boy, all the nonsense. Who will watch all the programs I watch with me?
It's true.
Who will and obviously, you have a boy child, you can't. Obviously, your child is your child, but you can't. There's so many things you can't do in terms of like being free at home and just walking around. So for me, I always wanted a girl child, and it was even more important for me when I realized I was going to raise you by myself, because I was like, I need somebody that
it's
and
true.
I think motherhood. I've enjoyed every single phase of it, but I think this is my favorite phase.
Really? Why?
Yeah, because now I don't feel like I have a child. Like I feel like I have my best friend. So
yeah, it's true.
You know what I mean? I mean, there's still the argument about whether your child should be your friend, but me, I think so. I think so. I think I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying this segment more than
that's interesting.
I liked when you were a baby, I could carry you around, but then I hated the sleep. I couldn't sleep.
Really?
The lack of sleep, that was the one thing.
Really?
Then as you got older, primary school, I didn't really like the school runs. It's just like, it's the school run.
Okay.
So, and then obviously I'll drop you off, then I have to pick you. Then by the time we finish, it's time to sleep. Then secondary school, things started getting serious with exams and everything. Uni. But then we started talking, like having conversations. Uni, you were focused on uni, not being here. Then being here was still busy. But now, you've come back.
Yeah, I'm back
home.
Back home.
Yeah, it's good. I love it. So, to round up, we're talking about the girl child. If the first question is, if you were to toast the girl child today, what would your toast be? Is it a weird question?
It is a weird question.
Okay, let me ask you the next one. What's one wish you have for girls growing up now?
Oh,
I like this question.
I like that question. I have to think about it a little bit though.
Yeah.
What is one wish
you have for girls growing up now? Should I tell you mine?
Yeah, tell me yours first.
My one wish for girls growing up now would be for them to learn the importance of being financially stable. By that, I don't mean having millions of money in your bank. I mean just having money to look after yourself on a basic level, because if you're able to do that, then you're unlikely to fall into the hands of men or just people in general who will take advantage of you because you don't have any money. So
yeah,
that for me, that's the wish. And I've now come to, before I used to think, okay, education, you have to go to school, but I've come to realize very late in my day that education is good, but people are making money without having to go to school. So yes, my one wish should be for them to understand the importance of financial stability, doing it by yourself, so that, and stop, all this sugar daddy, zaddy, all that nonsense. Do it by yourself.
Yeah.
Then you can stand on your own 2 feet, and then everybody wants soft life. That's not. So that's my one wish. Yeah. What's yours?
I think my one wish, similar to yours, I guess, would be. I think not even me, but we as a generation are still working on this ourselves. Is to take social media with a pinch of salt. I think especially younger girls, not even younger girls, but girls in general, I feel like we see social media and we're like, oh my gosh, I need to have this. Or you'll see somebody maybe your age, or like you'll be like, how is this their rocking soft life max? And your life isn't even that bad, but you'll be looking at them like, oh my gosh, like I wish I had this life. But you genuinely don't know what people are going through behind closed doors. And it's not until you actually know the person in real life and you see the struggles that they're even going through, you'll be like, oh, okay, I don't want that life anymore. But I feel like for girls growing up, it's even harder because it's only you're only seeing it more and more and more. Even I was speaking to one girl that came to do her hair. She was a child in, I think, year 8. and she was saying how her child wants to wear like wigs to school and stuff, which is like, in year 8, what's your need to be wearing wigs to school? And I think it's only getting worse with social media, because you're seeing girls that are younger and younger with this designer, this new hair, this whatever. So I think my one wish should be just to remember social media is not real. People only post the best. Like, even think about it. We only post the best. The
Who
best.
wants to post themselves
Post,
looking hungry?
Yeah, honestly. So I think that's probably my wish.
And that's a good wish. That's
Yeah.
really a good wish, because social media is big now. Luckily for me, we didn't have that in my own time. So we didn't have the pressure. We didn't have the desire to have the finest and the finest. So it's really big. And I agree. That's very relevant to people your age, because you guys are on social media.
Yeah, 100%.
So just realize social media, take it with, as you said, take it with a pinch of salt, and realize that people only post what they want you to see, and that may not be their everyday reality.
And some of it is fake.
Yeah.
Let's
With
also,
the AI,
some
with
of
the AI
some of
situation.
it is fake.
Yeah.
Like, so let's just, I think also sometimes I too have to remind myself that your life is not even bad. Like, don't be thinking, oh my gosh, like,
How?
this, that. Like, no. Like,
And it's true that you said that, because you're saying you have to remind yourself. Even I too have to remind myself.
yeah.
Sometimes when I go on social media and I'm seeing things, I'm like, I'm grafting.
Yeah,
every day.
every day.
I'm working. I don't do 9 to 5. I work all the time. I don't rest.
I'm
We were
telling
talking about this
you.
the other day. My brain doesn't rest, because I'm constant.
Yeah.
When you're self-employed, that's also another thing which you've come to learn. When you're self-employed, the only money you get is the money that you make.
Yeah.
Right? When
Yeah.
you work, you're doing a 9 to 5, your boss will pay you regardless of whether the business does well or not. You know now that if you don't do hair, or if you don't sell hair, you can't pay your rent.
Yeah.
So sometimes you go on social media and like, how is this girl doing this? I see
telling
money,
you,
see cartons of dollars.
They'll be bringing out bags of money, and you're like,
what
how?
is going on?
Like, So
that's really good. Yeah, Mama, that's a good one. Okay, so I think that I've skipped a lot of the questions.
Okay.
So I think we've come to the end of this our episode.
Okay.
Guys, so even though I went to chat trying to generate questions, we've skipped some of the questions and had our own conversations, just celebrating the girl child. And it's important. This is for mothers. Be there for your girls. Talk to them. I know people say that you can't be your daughter's friend. I think that there's a bit of both. I think you can be a parent and you can be a friend, so that you're able to get on their level and understand how things, how they're dealing with things. For fathers, your girls need you. If you're an absent father, you don't know the disservice you're doing yourself and you're doing to your child. If you're a hands-on father, big up.
Shout out you.
Yes. The hands-on fathers. And I think we're talked out.
I think so.
Yeah, guys. So share this. Just share. If you have daughters, sisters, whatever, share this episode. It's just us just having our regular conversations that we have as mom and daughter, and just celebrating each other. Because I'm a girl child as well. I know that I've asked you the questions, but that I too, you know what I mean. So I've enjoyed this one. I've enjoyed this episode extra, because obviously this is my baby girl. So guys, I hope we've entertained you, and please, share, subscribe, so that you know when new episodes come out.
Yes, please subscribe.
Yes,
share.
Please subscribe. Oh, Mama, before we go, do you want to say, if people want to look you up on Instagram for your hair thing?
Okay.
Yeah, let's promote your hair thing.
So my hair page that I do hair off is Enhanced Hair. So HANCED. So Enhanced Hair. And then the hair that I sell, the page that I sell hair off is either that page or NH and then Strands. So NH Strands.
Okay, so on Instagram it's Enhanced Hair, spelled N and enhanced hair.
Yeah.
And there's also the other page for the actual doing the hair is NH Strands, obviously all one word. So I have Are you gonna give me money for this promotion that I just did?
Maybe you can get a bit of commission if I'm feeling nice.
Guys, yes,
Joking.
check out Mama's hair pages. Book her if you want to do tapings and all those things that she talked about. Book her if you want to buy hair, buy through her. And
Thank you for listening.
Yes, thank you for listening, and let's keep promoting each other. Women, they always say we don't love each other, we love each other. Let's keep bigging ourselves up. Okay, guys, take care of yourselves, and until next time,
Bye.
bye, people.